We'll snatch him.
Watchtower, Raider 1. Send sitrep on Syndicate
Uh-oh.
convoy, over.
Raider 1, Watchtower. No movement yet. We'll update when they
I
roll
didn't
out.
do that.
Over.
Roger, Watchtower. Raider 1 out. Truck, Salvo, you're with me. Grim, you there?
Yep.
Take Raider 2 and post
Like he just went, uh-oh. Like
That's
just be standing there looking at some kit on the ground and some fucking grenade
Raider
goes
2,
off.
truck was kind enough to lug those explosives up the hill just for you. Take what you need.
G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to the Rundown Under. So for those of you who are newer to the channel or don't actually remember this segment, RDU was meant to be my fortnightly to monthly vlogging series where I'd cover myself, the channel, upcoming plans or events, announce games, news or developments in gaming, and if and when possible do interviews with developers or collaborations with other content creators. That for some reason I just haven't created at all since April of this year. And in fact I only made one episode of it beforehand, which was in February. Yeah, I've done a really good job of maintaining even that schedule. Anyways, so the idea, as I said, is to sit back and have a bit of a chat about what's been going on, and since we are so overdue, now seems like a pretty good time. So of course, since we haven't done one of these in quite some time, we do have a few things we need to discuss today about the channel. I want to get you some updates on what is going on, what is planned, what is coming, and what is going to potentially be moving at this point. So, as you know, I mentioned a while back that there will be a new channel coming. Now, the email account for the new channel is ready to rock and roll. I haven't created the channel yet, but it's done. The artwork is done. Still not 100% happy with the finished icon, which you've seen on my new test introduction. That intro was actually built for the second channel, although it seems to have become my intro for Star Citizen videos now. I think that's going to be my logo or something close to my logo for my corporation in Star Citizen down the track. But, yeah, anyways. Everything's made for it, but I've been holding off waiting for the NBN to arrive, because if I'm going to start this second channel, I would like to immediately be able to upload some content to it. So, you know, there's at least something there. It was never going to be primarily a content channel. As I said, it's an emergency backup, but I do want to put something on it. I don't like the idea of having a channel that potentially has a lot of you subscribed to it that has nothing there. So it was going to be a spot where I throw maybe some secondary videos, possibly where once I start live streaming when the NBN arrives, that's where I might stick my VODs, so on and so forth. That'll all go on the second channel, while the primary channel stays clear, and possibly some of the stuff on the primary channel will strip back to the secondary, leaving, you know, MagzTV as more of a purely aviation mil-sim type channel, and the other stuff will go elsewhere, depending on what happened with you guys. As I said, I wanted to see how you guys would react to the two channels before I made any hard decisions about what would be being moved. However, I do keep getting asked about it, so even though the NBN hasn't arrived yet, I have no idea what the goddamn delay is. I ordered it about a fortnight ago, and I still heard nothing back on an expected install time, so I'm ready to wring somebody's neck at this point. Yeah, I'm probably going to fire the channel up anyway. It will be fired up without content. I have nothing to put on it at the moment. I may have something coming up, but without actually having the NBN available, as I sort of explained last time, putting content up on both channels means it's going to be difficult. If I'm uploading to the new channel, I'm not going to be able to upload to the current one. So I have to pick where stuff is going. With the NBN, I'll be able to upload 2 videos on the same day in half the time or less than what it takes me to upload one now, so it's not a problem. But yeah, for the moment, content on the second channel is going to be thin. So I will probably put the channel together, create it, and as soon as this video is finished recording, and I will put it in the comment section down below and in the video description for you to go and join if you wish to. Just bear in mind, there won't be anything there at the moment. So what about the MagzTV channel itself? Well, we're getting ready to do a few more upgrades there. I've been looking at my video quality over the last few months, and I've basically been trying to find ways of making it more unique and, you know, more visually striking and more me. Really up the quality in the actual videos themselves. So, in the past I wanted to update the quality of my voice and my commentary, so I got a really good microphone. That's a pretty standard thing if you're going to be going through. I've changed over from Sony Vegas to a full Adobe Creative Commons suite. This allows me access to some animation tools. It gives me access to Adobe Premiere, is now my primary editing software, which is a lot more complex and less user-friendly than Sony Vegas, but a hell of a lot more powerful once you know how to use it. So that's allowed me to really get some real quality upgrades there in terms of video editing. It also renders faster. I've spent money upgrading the computer, which allows me to render the videos quicker and also gives me better frame rates when I'm recording. The recording quality is now what's actually running into the problem. Now, the entire life of the channel, I've basically been using NVIDIA Shadowplay. That's been my primary recording software, and it is very good. It is very simple to use. It's free. It's built into the GeForce experience that comes with every NVIDIA card. It's part of the driver package. It does all of its recording straight out of the video card's memory, so it requires basically no overheads on your system. So it causes no loss in terms of performance of your system while recording. It does have one drawback, however. It's very lossy. That is to say that the quality of the image that is being recorded, even when you are using high bit rates, is not quite as sharp as it could be, which is why, I'm sure you've noticed on my videos, even in 1080p 60, there are some people that just have sharper, crisper videos. It's because they're using a different recording software. That's what NVIDIA Shadowplay looks like when it records. It's by no means bad, and if you're on a lower powered system, it is probably the best way to go if you're looking to create some videos of your own. It's very easy to use and it's very convenient if you're just doing some gaming stuff. But if you want to upgrade the video quality on the channel, NVIDIA Shadowplay, as much as I love it and as easy it is, has to go. At the moment I'm trialling Bandicam and DxTory. Bandicam is a fantastic program. I've received nothing but good news about it ever since I first heard about it. It's been recommended to me multiple times. It will apparently do 4K recording at the moment and will record at 60 FPS or even up to 120 FPS. So good across the board. Very good program. The other one I'm trialing is DxTory, which is apparently a fantastic program if you can get it to work properly. It's one that requires a lot of tinkering in order to make it work the way you want it to. Has some fantastic options in regards to audio, it really does. But yeah, difficult to get run. I've actually played around with DxTory once before and I had all sorts of dramas with it on the old system, hoping it likes the new system a little bit better. Now, both of these are not such a major issue to do the upgrades to. They're about $50 for a license for these programs, and that's about as simple as it gets. The problem is I also need a hardware upgrade to be able to utilize them fully. At the moment, my storage drive, which is what I directly record onto using Shadowplay, is a 3TB Seagate Barracuda 7600 RPM drive. It's a fantastic drive, it's great for storage, it is brilliant. I actually wouldn't mind getting a second one of those because I've completely filled the first one for extra storage drive. But in terms of something that you're going to write extremely high resolution, high frame rate, high bit rate video files to at high speed, it's not quite fast enough. The factory write speed for those drives is about 160 megasecond, give or take. It varies around a little bit, but in that sort of a ballpark. The bare minimum for 1080p 60 low bit rate video is 100 megasecond write rate. What you really want, if you want to be able to get high bit rate, high frame rate without losing frames and without losing quality, you need 200 to 500 megasecond write rates, and the only way you're getting those is with a high-speed SSD. So that is the next step on the channel. I'm going to upgrade to either probably Bandicam or DxTory, whichever one gets working. DxTory is my preference if I can get it to work. Bandicam is much simpler, and I need to get a high-speed SSD drive to operate as basically a recording drive. The software will dump all of the recorded video straight onto that. I'll sort it out on the drives at the end of a session and then transfer the video files off onto a storage drive. From there I will do my editing. So that is one of the next things I need to do. The other thing I need to do is I've got to do another RAM upgrade. I need to get back to 32 gigs. Some of the more complex videos that I've been doing recently on the channel, I've basically been running out of memory. I've had that much loaded into memory all at once that yeah, 16 is enough, I've got to go back to 32. Now, it might sound insane, but you've got to realize the size of the video files that I'm loading in. So, for example, let's talk, what would be a really good example? An IL-2 flyout. An IL-2 flyout. I record those in a single session. So while you're watching a 10-minute video, 20-minute video, depending on how long I edit it to, the video that I have to load into memory to cut that 10 to 20 minutes out of can be 2.5 to 3 hours long. The entire play session that I'm in IL-2, I record in a single file. So that goes up first. But now I want some external shots, so that 20 or 30 minute section, I need to find the replay file for it, and I completely record that replay file from start to finish in nothing but external shots. But now I want some shots from the enemy aircraft that are nearby in that particular part, so I need to re-record the replay file again, but only following the enemy aircraft at the times that they were approaching through. Now I want some shots from the ground, so now I need external shots from the ground as the aircraft is flying over using the free camera, so it looks like a person on the ground looking up into the sky. So I'm going to record some of those, and that's going to be, again, another 20-minute session, and then all of these need to be stuck in together and synchronized so that everything is happening at the right times, and then you trim these videos down, so you wind up with, you know, it can be anywhere, depending on how complex I'm going with the video, between 3 to 5 videos stacked on top of one another. But just because I've edited it down doesn't mean that the complete length of the original video, which is 2.5 hours long, isn't sitting in memory. And then it's got to start sticking all the editing, small animation work, any visual changes I make. I'll occasionally tweak contrast, tweak colors a little bit, put in a few filters here and there just to try and make the quality pop a little bit more, doing what I can. I've been trying to improve Shadowplay's video quality for some time using post-processing techniques. There's only so much you can do, however, it'll be much easier to run with a high-quality video, but I'm sticking all of this on top of that, and as it turns out, 16, well, there was a reason why I had 32 gig in the old machine. 16 gig is not quite enough when you start going really complex with the videos. I probably jumped the gun on the old computer. I didn't need the 32 gig then, but I most certainly need it now that I have the rest of the system powerful enough to really get the editing software working hard. So there, that's what's coming up on the channel. That's the updates that's going on for MagzTV and what will be coming there. I'm doing some massive quality upgrades. I want my videos to look as good as they possibly can be for you guys. So that is my plans for the channel at this point in terms of video quality and what I'm doing here. But what about the games that I'm playing? Alright, so I'm going to keep the game sections here rather quick because, well, honestly this video is getting a little bit too long and I would like to actually have it uploaded in a normal amount of time. So, first things first, War Thunder, everything is going along as planned. I have burned a few Golden Eagles wages while I've been sick because I've had nothing else to do with my time except grind away in a T-34 all day long. Now I have a month's worth of premium, so I'm going to grind out all of the aircraft that I missed from last patch and all of the aircraft from this patch. You will receive reviews on all of them. KI-100 is next, and yes, I will be doing the TU-4 once it's unlocked, simply because I can. Next up, Subnautica. At the moment I am waiting for a patch on it. The patch usually comes in the first half of the new month, so it should be due anytime soon. As soon as that patch drops and my client is updated, I'll be doing a Subnautica video on the spot immediately. DCS World, I am actually waiting on a new piece of hardware which I'm going to do an unboxing on. I will show you that to you guys very soon. I have a mission plan for the Tiger II, still learning how to fly it efficiently. I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but I think you guys should enjoy it. Arma 3, you can see it in this video right here, is coming to the channel. There is going to be a 4-player co-op playthrough of the Apex campaign. I will be doing it unprofessional style. Basically, none of us are going to take this seriously. We're probably going to get ourselves killed a lot. It's going to be fantastic fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. By the time we get to the end of that, hopefully I will have a multiplayer server to play on. If I have still not found one at that time, I'm just probably going to bomb whoever server I can find, and I may look into actually hosting one of my own. I've actually been looking into server hosting for a couple of games now, IL-2, DCS and Arma 3. Can't talk too much more about that at this time, but it is something that I'm looking into as an option. Star Citizen, just going to keep doing what I'm doing, going through the ships that I have access to. I'm going to bring some Arena Commander and some racing in, do some more stupid shit in the PU, and have a bit of fun with it. That's really all there is to it at the moment. I really like the game, I'm really hopeful for the game, cannot wait for Squadron 42, where I will be doing a full playthrough. New games coming to the channel. Well, at the moment I have, well, obviously we've got Hearts of Iron 4 flicking around, which I'm still struggling to learn how to play. I will do some kind of playthrough at some point. Do not expect me to be a masterclass player. I'm probably going to get my ass kicked spectacularly, but I will get it up on the channel for you, or at least on one of the channels at some point in the very near future. I also have access to the alpha beta for Combat Air Patrol, which is effectively a light sim Harrier flight game. You fly a Harrier jump jet. It is still very, very, very much in development, so I will have an early first impressions of that coming through, and I will probably be doing some additional videos on it afterwards. For a non-alpha beta game coming to the channel, joining the ranks of Subnautica as a survival game on my channel, No Man's Sky will also be coming in, and will be starting the second the download of the client has finished on release day, which is in 2 days' time. So yes, so No Man's Sky will be here, and there will probably be 1 week where there is a lot of videos for it. Hope you guys enjoy it. I've been looking forward to this one for a long time. This is basically, for those who are unfamiliar with the game, think Subnautica with guns, but you're in space and you're exploring the stars. Or what happens when you take Subnautica and you cross it with Elite Dangerous? Regardless, should be a lot of fun. I think you guys will enjoy it. Other than that, all I can do is plug my Discord server. Yes, it's in the comments section, or in the video description, and will be in the comment section down below. I have a official Discord server. I have had a few people ask, what does official Discord server mean? Your official partner. Is money changing hands? No, I am partnered with Discord. I am not sponsored by Discord. There is a big difference between the two. The difference is measured in $signs. Basically, as a Discord partner, I get access to a special VIP server for my Discord server to be held on. This gives me access to a larger amount of people that can be online at one time. I get access to a whole bunch of special tools that make running a large-scale server a hell of a lot easier. And more importantly than anything else, I also get a direct line to the developers of Discord and a bunch of service staff and a whole bunch of other things in that way. So it makes it a lot easier for me to be able to run the server, give them feedback, get advice from them in running it all. It's quite a nice little thing to have set up. So at the moment, how many people can be supported by my server? Over 1,000, well over 1,000. I don't know exactly what the number is because even they can't tell me. Most people were getting over 1,000 people on servers that are non-official. Mine should be able to take even more than that. At the moment, I range between 100 and 150 people online at any given time. The server is incredibly active. You can always fly flyouts or games or anything that you want inside the server. So, guys, click the link and join the Discord server. I'm on there pretty much every day. You'll be able to chat to me live. You'll be able to possibly jump into one of the voice chat rooms and be able to sit back and have a conversation with me. As far as I'm aware, for you guys that are on consoles, Discord works. I don't know if there is an app for the PlayStation or Xbox that you guys can actually take advantage of, but I do know that Discord can be booted up in a browser. So as far as I'm aware, you guys can still use Discord as a voice comms, and you can interact with PC players using the browser setup rather than the actual client setup, unless there is an app directly for your console. I haven't looked into that so much, but I do know I've at least had a couple of people that are PlayStation players that are in my Discord right now. As I said, it'll support more numbers, so come and jump in, guys. Come and chat with me, come and find some people to fly out with. It is a fantastic little place to be at the moment. It's kicking along nicely. There is almost no problems in the server. There is rules posted. Just follow them. They're pretty simple. Basically, don't be a dickhead, and you're all good. Oops, I forgot to mention Rise of Flight and IL-2 in there as well. Mainly because there's nothing much to mention. I'll still be flying out Rise of Flight, and I'll still be flying out IL-2. They are basically interchangeable games for me. Depends on if there are enough people on the servers that I play on Rise of Flight at the time that I jump in. I'll fly rise a flight. If they're not, I exit out and I jump on aisle 2. So there will be flyouts on both. Again, I'm shouting out most of these in the Discord server, so if you're in there, you'll know exactly when I'm jumping on these, and if you want to come and join, just come and join. So anyways, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment below in regards to anything in this video, and feel free to ask any questions whatsoever. Do not forget to drop me some information about KSP, your opinions, and so on. Until next time, click like if you do, subscribe if you want to see more. Fly smart, fly safe, and I will catch you all in the skies.
Raider 2, we're set up on the east side of the road. There's 2 buildings of interest. One on our side,
Max!
one on yours.
Max! Oh, Jesus Christ, Max! Jesus fucking Christ!
Recommend you move out to a flank for a better view. You take the building on your side, we'll take the one on ours. We'll fire on your lead.